Welcome. It is my privilege to congratulate all of you on behalf of the Farmingdale College Council. Today, you are living in challenging times, very uncertain times, but there is one thing that is certain. Farmingdale State College has prepared you for all that you will encounter tomorrow. Whatever you do, you have received a quality education. Now, you already face the world. You're going to help solve the problems. You're going to help invent some new technologies. I hope that when you achieve great things, that you will continue to be as proud of Farmingdale State College as we will be of you. Thank you again, and congratulations.
On behalf of the Farmingdale State College community, welcome to our winter graduation event. This is certainly not the commencement ceremony any of us wanted, but it is one that I hope you will remember. I have never been prouder of a graduating class. Today, more than ever, this day is your day, and it remains a time for celebration. Individually and collectively, your achievements, your drive, your work ethic say all that we need to know about this class. You have persisted and succeeded during the most difficult time in the modern history of higher education. Your stories and experiences are nothing short of inspiring. So my brief remarks will draw largely from the words of our graduating students to tell the story of your class. I've done that by quoting from portions of the essays of our valedictorians, as well as drawing on the written comments of other graduating seniors who've reflected on their experience. These stories and yours are the best testimonials to the transformation experienced by so many of you. These students and many others had academic success while serving others or working countless hours to help support themselves or their families. Listen, please, to what these students say about one another and their professors. One arts and sciences student wrote, "This school offered the most ideal learning environment for me. As a result, I was able to utilize the more intimate classroom settings and easily accessible professors to best develop my academic career. I was fortunate enough to be instructed by Professor Douglas, who would soon become one of my mentors, and with his guidance, I persevered. I developed a mentorship with Professor Mata, who would have a significant influence on my decision to pursue a law degree. I would speak with Dr. Cruz, who was always accessible and willing to speak with me about any personal matters. Being exposed to a diverse group of students provided insightful class discussions emphasizing alternative perspectives. To be surrounded by such a tight-knit community allowed me to engage in more meaningful discourse with others." A business student wrote, "The amazing faculty constantly challenged me to think about problems in different ways and analyze problems from multiple perspectives. On several occasions, I was assigned to defend positions on issues that I was against in order to hone my analytic skills. This forced me to go beyond my comfort zone, but improved my insight into problems and how understanding multiple perspectives comes into play. In addition, I learned the value of negotiation and achieving a common objective. I also gained invaluable experience as to what it takes to be a leader. I've received acceptance letters from several master's degree programs, and I'm extremely grateful to the Farmingdale community for the role they played in helping me advance to the next step." A student graduating from the School of Engineering Technology wrote, "Farmingdale has changed the trajectory of my life for the better. I've made great friends and learned from some of the most outstanding professors I will ever have. As of last week, I was admitted to pursue a Master's of Science in Mechanical Engineering. I would not have achieved this success without the assistance of Farmingdale and the letters of recommendation from Professors Hong, Elgin, and Seiler. I really appreciate the support they have given me. This school has given me the knowledge and work ethic to follow my dreams. I had no idea where my life was heading when I started at Farmingdale." A health science graduate writes, "It did not take long for me to identify the nursing program as the program of my dreams. This program appealed to me so much because of its rigorous coursework, intimate class sizes, high standards, and firm commitment to excellence. Since gaining admission, I have upheld my GPA while also working as a patient care associate. I've been a frontline worker in my hospital's intensive care unit during the pandemic and have volunteered for our campus initiative to test students, faculty, and staff for COVID. Throughout my time, I've met many outstanding individuals and have learned, grown, and experienced more than I could ever have hoped for. One senior wrote, "The professors here are so incredibly helpful and talented. It's truly been a privilege to have received the education and guidance and support from them. I knew nothing about graphic design when I started, and now in my senior year, I cannot believe all that I've learned. The professors understand how competitive the industry is, and they really want to offer as much advice and feedback as they can to help us succeed." Another wrote, "Farmingdale is an amazing school and is continuously growing. I'm thankful for the opportunities that were offered to me. I plan to come back after I finish a doctorate to teach a nursing course at this school." And among 45 students who were recently honored with SUNY's EOP Award for Student Excellence, the one who was selected to speak on behalf of those students is graduating today from Farmingdale. That person came here receiving a 2016 Beat the Odds scholarship, and he recently said to me, "It was a great adventure to go to FSC." You may have noticed that I have mentioned no student by name. That's because these are not uncommon stories. In fact, what this class has in common is an uncommon diligence and perseverance. Each and every student graduating today is a student who completed their last semesters under circumstances that no one could have imagined a year ago. Even more impressive is that 70% of you worked for pay while you pursued your degree. Let me put that in context. You work in far greater numbers than students at comparable colleges, and you work nearly twice the number of hours of students at those institutions. Furthermore, an FSC senior is likely to spend twice as much time caring for a dependent child or parent than students at other similar colleges. Few things are more ultimately satisfying than a triumph over adversity or completing a particularly difficult challenge. Your commitment to learning and working and serving others is a daily occurrence. Keep in mind that many of you today are that much needed bright light at what might otherwise be a dark time for friends or family. If we have learned anything, it is how strong and resilient you are. I will end where I began. This is not the commencement any of us envisioned, and yet it may be a singularly memorable graduation because of what you've attained under these terrible circumstances. I hope that each of you takes the time to fully appreciate what you've achieved by finding a safe and enjoyable way to share your pride with family and friends who've helped you make it along the way. I wish you every success in the years ahead. We as a faculty and staff have never been prouder of a graduating class. The gloom of 2020 will give way to brighter days. It will get better. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of the Farmingdale State College graduates who worked tirelessly, remotely, and through unimaginable circumstances to get to this point right now, winter commencement. Let me be the first to welcome you to the alumni community of more than 100,000 who came before you. Although this year has been unlike any other, my sentiments remain the same. I urge you to stay connected to your alma mater, keep in touch with your classmates, and share with us your good news and accomplishments. Give back when you are able to, and be proud of your achievement as a Farmingdale graduate. I encourage you to check our website frequently and follow us on social media so you know when we are hosting events, when we are looking for volunteers to assist our current students, and stay informed with what is happening at the college. As you continue on your journey beyond Farmingdale, on behalf of the entire FSC Alumni Association, I wish you much success, health, and happiness. Congratulations once again on your graduation from Farmingdale State College.
Welcome to the Virtual School of Business Winter Commencement. These are unusual times, and though we are not able to celebrate together, your graduation is an important milestone and an achievement to be recognized and celebrated. Since the start of the pandemic, our coursework has been offered primarily in a remote or distance format, and many of you have completed your studies away from your peers at your kitchen and dining room tables. While we have missed the camaraderie that would have occurred when we passed or met each other in the hallway, the library, the campus center, and in the classroom, We have found new and innovative ways to connect. For those of you graduating from one of our 3 business programs in business management, global business management, or business analytics, through the group exercises that you participated in during the spring and fall, you have received an early entry into the modern workplace environment, communicating and working effectively as teams using new and emerging technologies such as Google Meets and Microsoft Teams. If you are graduating from applied economics, you've had the opportunity to see how important accurate and timely data can be in analyzing and crafting a response to an ongoing emergency, and have even likely been tasked with conducting your own analysis of pandemic-related economic issues. Those of you graduating from sport management have been able to witness and relate the concepts and principles that you've been learning through your classroom studies and applied research to the responses of professional, collegiate, and amateur sports leagues to the current situation, and are now better prepared to handle the wide array of issues and opportunities that may arise in the course of your professional career. For those of you graduating from our Computer Information Systems program, the pandemic, while creating significant strife for all of us, has also led to a whole host of new opportunities in the application of computer technology, apps and software development, database and data design and analysis, communications software, artificial intelligence, and other closely related fields, especially for enterprising students and now graduates like yourselves. If you're graduating from visual communications, art and graphic design, or interaction design, and you have not only had the opportunity to witness the importance and value of the impact of the media and the use of appropriate communications tools and how design can impact the message, but you have, through your studies, been exposed to and directly worked on applied projects highlighting issues related to social justice and inclusion, and are now ready to apply your skills to these issues in the growing body of companies and organizations that are addressing these concerns. Those of you in our horticulture program were able to return to campus and complete your applied field and laboratory coursework, and through many of your classes were able to study firsthand sustainable horticultural practices and the use of plants and horticultural technologies in environmental remediation. In the process of completing these labs and applied experiences as well, you have had the opportunity to learn how to apply new and sometimes seemingly inconvenient but important safety rules and restrictions to the working environment, a valuable skill to have as you enter the next phase of your careers. Today is also an important day for your family and friends who have sat by your side as you made this journey through your studies. Reading first drafts of your papers, providing emotional support as you studied for a tough exam, and possibly even assisting with financial support. Today, you finally have some time to spend with them without saying, I have to study for this exam, to thank everyone for their part along the path, and to enjoy their company. Today marks a turning point in your lives. The completion of your degree program, the point at which you may be embarking upon the next chapter of your personal and professional lives. Some of you may be entering your professional career, pursuing new opportunities for personal and professional growth, or continuing with additional studies in graduate school with the intention of obtaining a master's degree, a doctoral degree, or a professional degree. But whatever path or direction you take from this point forward, remember Farmingdale as your home. You are always welcome here. Congratulations.
The Hilda Ward Valedictorian Medal is presented each year to a graduate who excels in scholarship. This medal is awarded in memory of Hilda Ward, who was a valued benefactor of the college and a member of the College Council. I am proud to announce that the 2020 Winter Valedictorian for the School of Business will graduate with a degree in business management. It is with pleasure that I introduce to you the 2020 Winter Valedictorian, Michelle Lehman.
President Nader, distinguished faculty and staff, cherished family and friends, and most importantly, my fellow classmates. Welcome from the fourth from traditional Farmingdale State College Winter 2020 graduation. We made it. It's a great honor to be called upon to represent my class and be given the opportunity to examine our Farmingdale experience and our visions for the future. We are truly a class represented by diversity of backgrounds, interests, talents, and perspectives. The common commodity that we all possessed when we began was potential. However, potential is a stubborn trait. It often does not show itself willingly and requires a student's persistence and the effort of a skilled and tenacious faculty to set it free. This task was made even more daunting by the current pandemic that gripped the globe. In reference to the faculty, I would like to paraphrase William Shakespeare in stating that some were called to online learning, but most of them had it thrust upon them. I would like to thank all of the professors for all of their hard work. We all have stories that have laid the groundwork for our academic success, and I would like to share a part of mine. I came from small beginnings, literally small beginnings. Being born maturely at 2 pounds 2 ounces, my aspirations were to survive and not becoming valedictorian. At the beginning of my life, obstacles dominated my path, but I prevailed. If I were to identify one family trait, it would be diligence. My grandmother worked a job during the day and went to high school at night to become a bookkeeper and help support her family. My aunt, despite suffering from polio and being paralyzed from the waist down, ran her own business and lived a life full of joy and adventure, despite her disabilities. Similarly, my grandfathers ran their own business and my father's mother supported his business in many roles. They were dedicated to their families and were industrialists their entire lives. Both of my parents are physicians and installed in me a both strong work ethic and the importance of always striving to do your best. I am one of 5 siblings and truly have such excellent role models to follow. My sister Marla is the oldest, is a CPA, but even more importantly, she is the hardest working, kindest, most incredible person I know. I am so blessed and lucky to have her as my sister. I know she has set the bar high for all of my siblings. My older brother Maddie is in his 3rd year of medical school. My sister Samantha is completing her master's degree in science education. My younger sister Emma is in 11th grade and is taking many college level classes and is a varsity athlete. Yes, you get the idea that education is very valued in my family, but even more importantly, my parents have always stressed with me the value of dedication. It was okay if I didn't get the greatest grade, as long as I tried my hardest. Effort was valued over results, but almost good results almost always followed. My mom has always been my greatest inspiration, advocate, cheerleader, and friend. She has sacrificed endlessly to ensure that my siblings and I reach our greatest potential. There will never be a proper way to thank her for all that she has done for me. My mom has always stressed with me that if I work hard, sometimes, yes, several times harder and longer than my classmates, I could reach any obstacle put in my path. It wasn't about just getting the work done, how easy it was, but about trying and not giving up and doing my best. My dad is a cardiologist and has always demonstrated to us that hard work and striving for excellence are such exceptional qualities to have. My dad was never too busy to help any of us with our schoolwork or coach one of our teams. He is one of the hardest working people that I know. Each of you have your own challenges, whether it's growing up with a learning disability or in a single parent home or dealing with racism or religious barriers. What has impressed me the most, my fellow graduates, is your dedication to your work and your persistence in finding solutions to problems. Booker T. Washington said it best when he affirmed, "I have learned that success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he had to overcome while trying to succeed." I've seen this dedication firsthand in my classmates during group projects. Each of you fulfilled your task and both accepted and offered criticism. You have demonstrated you have earned your place at graduation and are ready to chase any challenges ahead. Clearly, I would have preferred to give this valedictorian speech to you in person. Part of me yearns to hear the cheers of the crowd, the cheers of my family as I accept my diploma and join you in throwing my cap in the air in celebration. However, the absence of this does not diminish what we have all accomplished. The long hours, the late nights, and the dedication have earned us the right to take the next step in our education and our lives. The format may be different, but the meaning is the same. I would like to end this speech with a quote from one of our nation's founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have it. Continue your commitment to excellence, and I'm confident that there is no obstacle that you can't defeat. Remember to honor all of those who invested in your success by being the best you can be every single day. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2020. I am Dr. Laura Joseph, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Farmingdale State College. It has most certainly been an unprecedented year, and through it all, you persevered. You displayed courage, conviction, and determination. The college administration and faculty are so very proud of your accomplishments. Farmingdale's focus on applied learning has provided you with a strong foundation on which to grow. Many of you took advantage of internship opportunities, while others engaged in faculty-led research experiences. The applied learning component of your education sets you apart from other graduates and provides you with the competencies you will need to continue your educational pursuits or enter the workforce. Regardless of what your next steps in life may be, know that you have what it takes to be successful. Your time at Farmingdale has prepared you well. Again, my heartfelt congratulations on a job well done. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to present the diploma candidates to President Nader, who will confer their degrees. President Nader, subject to verification, these candidates for graduation have been recommended by the faculty as having completed requirements for the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Science, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Technology, and Master of Science. Dr. Nader will now confer your degrees as graduates of Farmingdale State College. Congratulations.
On behalf of the College Council and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University of New York and by the State University Chancellor, the Honorable Jim Malatras, I confer upon the successful candidates the degree of Associate Applied Science, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Technology. Congratulations.